Hello and welcome to another Stressless Auto Vehicle Walk Around. Today we're featuring a 1955 Ford Fairlane. It's being offered for sale here on consignment in our indoor showroom. This vehicle has just recently had over $45,000 invested into it, with the design of being a modern highway reliable cruiser. As such, the owner replaced the engine with a Chevy 350 V8 and made it to a 3-speed automatic. The tires and wheels are brand new. The glass and all the seals have been replaced. The entire front end of the car has been serviced. It has new shocks and springs, new power front disc brakes. The rear brakes have been serviced. The whole electric system has been converted from 6-volt to 12-volt. The interior was fully redone with black and red leather. It has a full stereo system with Sirius XM connectivity as well as iPod. It has a classic air conditioning system. It has seat belts in all 6 seating positions. And the best part is it has Dynamat branded sound deadening over the entire car, even to the firewall. As such, it is a very quiet driving car. The exhaust is not loud. A few of the other things the owner did for reliability wise is he added 2 gauges, water temp and oil pressure. Has a new battery. This vehicle does have a few minor scratches and scrapes, so we will focus in on them now on an in-depth tour of the car. Focusing in on the driver's headlight now, you'll see some chipping just from rock chips on the paint. And then as we move up on the top of the bezel, there's a slight little nick up there. And then along on the inside here, there's another little chip. Now on the chrome on this car, shines real well, but as you can see as we focus in a little bit, it does have a little bit of pitting. It's not entirely perfect, but again, from a couple feet away, it looks fantastic. On the passenger side fender, there's a small nick here in the headlight bezel. Then further down just a little bit, there's a little crease that just nicked the paint here. So we're looking here at the bumper. Again, as I said earlier on the chrome, it's not perfect. It does have some marks and pitting, and then around the screws there is a little bubbling. On the passenger fender, there's a little bit of a ripple. You can just see the lights kind of bend as we move over. Put my finger here, and then just to the right of my finger you'll see where the light bends around that little bump. On the rear of the passenger side, little scratches in the paint. And then as we move along the chrome strip, you'll see again that it's not perfect. It shines really well. When you get up close to it, it does have some scratches, a little micro marring. And then as we look here at the passenger's door, it is shut all the way. So you see it needs to be adjusted a bit. It does stick out a little bit. Driving down the road, there's no extra wind noise or anything comes from it. I'll put my finger here to show. It's a little hard to see. It just sticks out ever so slightly. So we move along towards the back of the passenger side. There's a small scratch here. And then on top, another little bitty small scratch that's hard to catch. You can see the light, and a little bit of hard water spot. Towards the passenger rear tail light, some small little nicks. Now as we move down to the bumper, again you'll see that from far away it looks great. You get in close, around the bolts there's a little bubbling. Some of them don't have it like this one. More on the other side, again more bubbling. Chrome's not perfect, more bubbling around this bolt. Now as we focus in on the driver's side, along the front quarter window you'll see there's a little bit of rust that's eaten up some of that trim. Again, the chrome trim is shiny. All the windows had been replaced, all the gaskets are new, On this back window there's a little bit of etching in it. Nothing you can feel on the outside. Now as we focus in on this driver's door, along the bottom there are a few small nicks and rock chips. Otherwise it's in really good shape. Now much like the passenger side, the front driver side fender has a little bit of waviness. You can see as I move the camera up and down along that fender that the reflection just ripples ever so slightly along that top. And then one last little bit on this driver's fender. You can see a little bit here, a nick on the paint there. Now as we move into the interior, looking at the driver's door card here, interior was redone in black and red leather. The red leather is an ostrich style. Shows really well, very comfortable. You can see there's the seat belts that were put in for all seating positions. The only kind of mark on the driver's side here is this transom trim. Has a slight spot of rust just on the surface. Otherwise it's in fairly good shape. Now as we move over here towards the passenger side, you'll see again leather, everything's in great shape. There's no cuts, slices, nicks. You see their little speaker back there. Car does have a full stereo system with satellite radio and iPod hookup. Again, the seat belts for all seating positions. As we focus in here on the dashboard, you'll see there's a few screws missing. There's a little bit of nicked paint on them we'll focus in on later. As I come through here, you'll see that these older original dash pieces, just a little bit of pitting in the chrome. Again, here's the air conditioning that was installed down there lower. And as we focus in here on the passenger side, there's a little bit of paint missing around where they screwed in the trim pieces. This is the back passenger's door. Again, the leather is in fantastic shape. Very comfortable car. Seat belts. Now moving on to the driver's side of the rear. Again, leather's in fantastic condition. No marks. Carpet's in great condition. And of course those seat belts that were installed. Now we'll take a quick look at the trunk. It does have a new spare and tools. The carpet's in fantastic condition. No real issues at all in the trunk. Now we'll move on to do a cold startup. After it's idled down a little bit, you can tell here it idles really well. Just a great driver's car. Thanks again for watching this video. Please call us or visit our website. Come schedule a tour of our indoor showroom.